I'm your host, Davida Shinsky, and the title of this podcast is Live Without Limits, Reach Personal Success on a Daily Basis. The purpose of this podcast is to help you overcome any limiting beliefs you may have about yourself. So we discuss personal development, psychology, mental health, relationships, mindfulness, anything that affects how you see yourself and how you project yourself out to the people around you. And today's presentation is titled Four Reasons Why You're Always Late and What You Can Do About It. We all know someone who is always constantly late. All friends groups have one friend who is always late. If you want to go for brunch at 12 o'clock, you need to tell them that you are going at 10:30 so that they are ready on time. Being late is a great sign of poor time management, and it can negatively affect the individual personally as well as the social interactions they have. Not many of us are patient enough to continue including that one person who always results in us losing our reservation. Being on time is one of the critical skills that anyone who has achieved success possesses. It is certainly not something that we can all easily master, but it is surely something that we all need to actively work towards achieving, especially if we want to achieve our goals. Some of the benefits of being on time include increased productivity, goal achievement, positive reputation, improved decision making, reduced stress, improved quality at work, increased free time, adequate time allocation, increased focus, less procrastination, more self confidence. Despite all these and many other widely known benefits to being on time, some of us just can't help being late. Sometimes we do the best we can to be on time, but somehow we just end up late. Well, here are some reasons why you might find yourself in this cycle without any solid explanation. Knowing these causes will help you actively work towards being on time more. So, the four common reasons why you're always late and what you can do about it. Poor time management skills. This starts with the time you snooze your morning alarm. Instead of waking up at 6 a.m., you snooze the alarm a few times before actually waking up at 7. Now, you were supposed to be sitting for breakfast at 7, but now that has to be skipped since you're late. Eventually, you end up a snowball effect of lateness and you are behind on everything you have to do that day. If you struggle with managing your time effectively, you might find it difficult to complete tasks on time and arrive at appointments or meetings on time. So, to avoid this, try to always plan your day in advance. Start your day on time and do what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. This means everything is assigned a time slot to be accomplished. And if you focus on that window, then you can have it all done in the allocated time. Procrastination is another part of time management. This undoubtedly shows us and slows us down almost all aspects of our lives. When you procrastinate, it is easy to leave everything until the last minute. Rushing to get things done at the last minute will typically result in one being late. Moreover, delaying or postponing tasks might also result in you being unable to give the task your best. Rather, use the 5-second rule, especially when working on not so pleasant tasks. This rule suggests that you should start a task within the first 5 seconds of you even thinking about it. Overcommitment. Saying yes to everyone and everything might seem like a great way to please the people around you, but that is not always the case. This might actually have the opposite effect on your social relations. If you agree to every invitation that lands on your desk, you will likely find yourself having a sprint from one side of the town to the other so that you can be on time for everything. In order to avoid this, make sure that your phone is working for your benefit. We all have calendars at the palm of our hands. Once you agree to go, someone add it to your calendar and remind to add the venue as well. Before committing to something new, check your calendar and ensure that there is enough time for you to be there on time. Traffic or transportation issues. Sometimes we are late because things beyond our control is one of those. If the bus has been delayed, or these has been a car crash, and your trip has been delayed, there isn't much that you can do about it. However, in some cases, you can avoid this by looking at your mode of transportation online before you leave your place. This will help you get a rough idea of how long your trip will take. Where possible, it will also allow you to make changes to your mode of transportation. Being on time is important for a variety of reasons. It demonstrates respect for others' times and shows that you are reliable and dependable. Time is a valuable resource, and effective time management can help individuals prioritize their tasks, reduce stress, achieve their goals, and increase productivity. By being on time, individuals can make the most of their time and increase their chances of success in both their personal and professional lives. Therefore, it is important to cultivate good time management habits and avoid procrastination and strive to be punctual and reliable in every aspect of your life. And the one thing that I have found is, like in my case, recently I had to be at the hospital for day surgery, and I had to be there at 5 o'clock. And I made sure that my transportation was set up at least 2 days in advance, or once I knew from the hospital what time I needed to be there. And then what happens? My transportation doesn't even show up. And I'm on the phone with them, and it's like, oh, we're working on it. Well, I had to end up asking a neighbor to take me to make sure I was there on time. After I get there, half an hour later is when they call me to tell me they finally have my transportation in place and they're going to be there in 10 minutes. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm already here. I don't need you anymore. So remember, time management is very important because it helps you get places on time and it also helps you to remember that there are people who depend on you when you're supposed to be there.